Okay, guys, today I will be teaching you guys how to block clutch because a lot of people don't know how to do it. I've seen people, like, everyone falls off the map. But that's basically what my whole channel's about, pretty much block clutching. So here's the things you'll need. You're going to need to click at least 20 CPS or more clicks per second. The more the merrier. But drag clicking is very useful. There's only certain mice can do it. But also you could use butterfly clicking as long as you're really good with that. But like for any of the other, like if you're gonna get hit with like a knockback fish or something, you're probably gonna need to drag click for it. But some good mice is the Model O, the Vocat. I think the Vocat Comb Pro is good, and Bloody A70 is really good. And that's what I'm using. But yeah, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, so first of all, hold on, I'm gonna give myself some iron. Probably like, I don't know. That'll work. I could have given myself blocks. So, starting this. Hold on, I'm gonna get balloons. I don't know. I misspelled balloons. Okay. Alright, so what you're gonna want to do first, you just practice. Well, it depends if you want to get long clutches, but I'll start with short clutches. So let's just say you're bridging across. Oh no, I'm bridging. Oopsies. And you want to just click. You have to have your cursor pointed down, like not like straight down, but if you clutch like this, look what happens. And that definitely is not the way you want to be clutching. Because if you clutch like that, you won't even save your fall. So the trip back up next time is less painful. Come on. Or I could just go around the map. If you want to do like behind my stuff, you want to do like that, or I messed up again. That was a lot better. This one I was recording. There we go. Something like this, or like double, or even like triple or quadruple block, like extensions out, like basically like block saves. They're pretty easy, but these you have to drag click for. It's impossible to do them without drag clicking. Ooh, you triple one there. And so basically for these, what you gotta do, this one just a tiny bit down. You wanna go, but if it's a big jump and there's stuff below you, then you wanna face like, so you gotta aim your cursor, track it right at there, at that point over there. Like right over in this area. So then you land on it and also it'll drag straight instead of just dragging up. But for block clutching though, just like regular, like you just gotta practice. You gotta know if you're like fighting. You gotta know when you're about to fall. Then when you fight, you know when you're about to fall, so you can turn around and do the clutch. So what you gotta do is first you gotta practice. If you're butterfly clicking, you're gonna probably butterfly click. I'm not that good, but as you can see, I got a pretty big clutch. But if you're drag clicking, I'm okay on that. I got a pretty big clutch there. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you the bridging. I'll try. I already did this in another video. Yeah. Already I messed up. But while clutching, it's pretty reliable when you're clutching. But knockback fish is a lot more difficult. So with a knockback fish, like it knocks you back really far. So if you want to be able to clutch it, just keep practicing. So if you want to be able to long clutch, just keep practicing going backwards. Just jump backwards really far. If you keep practicing, eventually you'll be able to do it pretty consistently. I can do it fairly consistently, but I can't do it like every time. And that's fine. Like you're not going to be able to do it every time when you first start. And you're still not going to be able to do it every time once you, even if you're like, you've been doing it for a long time. But well, I'll show you how to clutch in like third person and stuff later. Third person, you gotta put your mouse down here. Like you gotta, if you're in third person, you gotta do this. Like put your mouse like down here. Put your cursor down there, so that way when you go, you could clutch. And that's pretty easy. Or you could clutch like if you go backwards. It's a lot easier in third person than first person. But first person, you're probably not going to be able to flick your cursor like this if you're fighting in first person. You're probably not going to be able to do this, 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 and this all in the same second. You're getting hit. And this is super easy with a knockback fish. This is super easy to clutch with a knockback fish. The first person, I'm probably going to show you how to do that one a little more. So just put your cursor like right here. Like you're going to be fighting. So you got to put your cursor like right here. And slowly drag your mouse down like this. So, but if you don't do that, it'll still work sometimes. But most of the time it won't. Like, if you just keep it like this, you're probably going to fall off. It's fine for the first bit, but you should drag your mouse downward so it places under you. Like, if you just click like this, it won't really do it. But if you drag your mouse down, and you could also cut off drags if you want. Well, if you're butterfly clicking, no, you can't cut off butterfly clicking. I'll try it as fast as I can. I'm not good at butterfly clicking. I do that. But I'm okay at it. But I'm not able to be just knocked back and into a butterfly. But that's basically how to block clutch. So if you have like a friend to do this with, it's probably a lot easier. But just practice clutching a while, and then eventually you'll be able to do it like almost every time. And also practice reflexes, like if you're falling, you gotta catch yourself and stuff. Basically, that's what you gotta practice. And also, what's also helpful if you practice is like, try and do it. I'm not too good, but it's easier on a bigger wall. I'll go to the big wall. If you like practice hopping on the walls, like it's fairly easy if you're not at the bottom of the wall, but you need to be there. So yeah, that basically sums it up how to block. So while the dogs are barking, let's feel right. So that basically sums it up of how to block clutch. I'll just give you last thing. First person, remember to when you block clutch, keep your mouse like this and drag under. Not a big thing. But remember to keep your mouse forward, drag underneath, like this. My drag clicking cut out. If your drag clicking cuts out, it won't work. Butterfly clicking, it probably won't cut out. These teleports are really glitching. Not glitching. They've always glitched. There we are. The white line on the teleports are good. I don't know why. But if you're gonna, I'm just gonna do it on this Thursday. So don't just do that. well, you can do that. It works, but it doesn't work as frequently as if you drag on. Okay, that is not good examples. It doesn't work as frequently if you drag under. But I'm just used to dragging it under, so like you could block clutch pretty easy if you drag under. Also, if you're gonna do like that or something, it's probably a lot easier if you drag under. But for little clutches, make sure always have your cursor down. Because if you do this, okay, I am not giving good examples. If your cursor is like this, I could accidentally clutch it. If your cursor is like this, you will fall. Definitely. Well, not if you're acting like me right now. I'm trying to give an example of what you shouldn't do, and then it ends up working. But make sure, thing down. And yeah, that's basically sums it up how to block clutch. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to get notified on new videos, turn on that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.